Hi guys, Logan here with another video. Today I got something cool to show you. This is the animated skeleton. Yeah, it's Jack Skellington. This is the animated skeleton sewing machine by Seasons USA. This originally came out last year and was sold exclusively at Joann's and then returned this year, and I believe it's still exclusively sold at Joann's. I've not seen this anywhere else so far, so I do believe it is still an exclusive product through them, which kind of makes sense since it's, Joann Fabrics, and they're known for, selling fabrics and sewing supplies. So it's a really cool item, and it's got a really cool gimmick where it plays sewing sounds, and it talks, and it has, moving mouth. That's just kind of fun to do. I don't know why. And it's a very interesting prop. It's made of an amalgamation of parts. So you have a skull here. I don't really know what part of the body is this. A really thick spine and a humongous foot. It's a little silly, but I kind of get where they were going, where it's not meant to be like super serious. It's a more fun piece. So this item speaks several phrases, and I'll be pretty straightforward when I say that I really can't understand most of the phrases. It's got like a weird thick accent. And then you hear this like beeping, which is almost like they're telling the voice actor to cut off, or it's like the cut off for the audio, and they accidentally left it in. It's a little weird. They did some weird things with this, but it's still pretty cool. I liked it. Last year, there was a phrase it had. It was, I'm going to sew your little heart out, and I loved that phrase. And it's still my favorite phrase on this. It gives me kind of Evil Dead vibes, weirdly enough. It's just the way it says it. I thought it was super cool. So, it's painted pretty well. It's got some thread up here. And there's the needle. I wish this had like a darker brown dry brush on it to look like wood, just to kind of sell it a little more as a little, sewing machine. But it's still really neat. All of the functions are in this skull. So the switch, the timing button, the batteries, all in here. I wish this moved, like this moved up and down. That would have been really cool. But I'm assuming it would have been hard to do that with this already being motorized. So, but I think it'd been cooler to sacrifice the mouth movement for the needle moving up and down, because it is a sewing machine and it does play sewing sounds. This retailed for $60-$70. I got this 40% off plus the online 25% off coupon, so I got this for like dirt cheap. I think I got it for like 20 some odd dollars, which is pretty much what this is worth, in my personal opinion. Though I will say it is pretty decent quality. All the plastic's pretty thick. It doesn't feel thin. It doesn't feel really flimsy. It feels like it will actually last a pretty decent amount of time. So I will give them that. It's just, it's not worth $70, but it's also Joann Fabrics, and they do like to price their products pretty high. So, this is sold in stores as well, but it is also online. So, hooray, it's online! I will go through some of the phrases for you so you can hear them. I think they're cool, but again, you can't really understand some of them, and it has the weird beeping. And you'll know what I mean when you hear it. So, let's go through with the demo.
These patterns are good above. I'm going to sew your little heart out. Be careful. The sewing machine will leave you in stitches. Try not to fall apart at the seat.
Okay, so that was all the phrases. But if you hear the beeping, it's really weird. I don't know why it's in the audio. But the audio is pretty cool. I just wish it was a little more, like, I don't know what the word is. Like, I wish it was a little more legible. But it's cool. I mean, I know what she's saying now after I played it over and over and over. It is also only a sound sensor. It has no motion sensor, which is kind of a bummer because they could have put one, like, in the nose. And the sound sensor isn't the most sensitive thing in the world. It's basically a touch sensor. You have to, like, touch it. I've, like, clapped, whistled, yelled, didn't really go. But if I, like, tapped the table or if I tapped it, then it would go just fine. So that's another drawback for me on this product, is the sensor is not sensitive in the slightest. But overall, it is really cool. It's a cool little set piece. I have a crazy doll maker, so I think I'm going to have this with some actual doll fabric that I got from my late grandmother and have it look like it's running through the sewing machine. Because, you know, that would be a really cool set piece to have in a haunt. But I am going to do a little bit of altering with this. I'm going to put actual thread on here to kind of hide this because I don't like how this looks. But for the most part, I think it's pretty decent. It's cool. I definitely see why Joann's would sell this. It fits their gimmick. It's not, like, overly edgy, if that makes sense. It's still kind of fun. It's not, like, super scary and in your face, like, rah, Halloween. So, but yeah, that's the skeleton sewing machine. I recommend it, honestly. Again, if you do, like, fun little sets with, you know, skeletons or serial killers or even cannibals, because this would also fit in a cannibal display, go for it, you know. Or like an oddity scene in a carnival. I mean, this is a pretty freaking weird prop. I like weird props, you know, I use them all the time. So this would fit in many different themes, oddly enough. But yeah, that is the skeleton sewing machine. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys.